Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL leads us to a snow-covered Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Set, ready, 30 base. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, begin. Ready?
Now Pollard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
10 logo. General West.
They'll throw on first down with Marino. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Hey, Sue.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Marino off of play action. Now he'll escape to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Again on second and 10, it's Marino. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ready? 60 outlaw. I got you. I got you. Fire.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 4-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Hey, Delta. Watch the screen. Let's go.
Now Miller operating from the gun. And this is Shepard on the catch. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Third and 9.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Alpha. 28. Mike, 20. Big grip.
Miller now. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, 4 down. 2.
Now on 2nd and 16, Marino. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
We go. 15-1. 59. Just like that.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Down. 60 or. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Marino here from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
He's trying right here. He's trying to the right. Trying to the right. You got 3 down. 3 down.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
That's it, 3rd and 3.
Ready? 58, Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Cowboys. Covered a lot of ground there, 81 yards on the punt return. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had 2 drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Miller. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Marino. Going deep downfield for Ross. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Marino will throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Hit it. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Shoot.
Open man is Ross, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
43-yard line.
Ready, set. 55. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go. He's coming.
They run the counter. Pollard, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. From the shotgun, Marino. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Come on,
the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Ready. Hands you saw. Recon, 132 fighter. SOS.
They'll run on first down. Cook. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Watch the X3. 218. Chopper.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Ready. 150.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So naturally, they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, box drop. Switch gears.
Operating from the gun, Miller. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You ain't going nowhere. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check safety. Check safety. Check. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike. Deep rip.
Miller throwing again. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, it's Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, wahoo! Number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in.
Here's Miller, operating from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, exit. 58, come on. Hit it.
Now Miller from the gun, he'll throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Hey, high 7. Check Mike 27. Check Mike. Get it.
Miller now throwing on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Marino on play action. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Marino. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're still looking at 0 on the scoreboard, and they're going to be hard-pressed to do anything with this field position as they'll start at their 1-yard line.
This almost feels like you're trying to climb Mount Everest because they can put together a decent drive.
And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, meanwhile, Marino with the incomplete pass. It was knocked away. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a 1st carry here for Robinson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Marino. Now they go screen. It's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Marino sets up. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. 3rd and 2, now Marino. Cooper's got it. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action now. Marino under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Smooth.
Now Marino to throw it. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter in Nashville. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
Let's go!
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Orbit. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
A final shot before break. Miller. Going for a right side here, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the 2nd half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Set up, 30 base. 50. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Switch, switch, switch. He's coming. Double up, double up. General West. Double up. Out, 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 out. Showing it, showing it. Five.
Now a run with Cook. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You draw corkers. No.
Here's 2nd and 8. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Miller. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bravo!
Miller operating from the gun. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Shoot.
Here's Miller. Going to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this. Holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Come on, set. Take you, Gator. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Here's Marino. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Marino. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 start. He don't know no better.
Now it's Marino. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, let go.
Marino looks to toss it again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Peterson. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
4 down, 4 down.
Out of the gun, it's Moon. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Strong right. Strong right. 4 down.
From the gun, here's Moon. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And all the way down to the 42.
Let's go.
It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 47 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Marino to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Moon. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Moon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
I'm here all day.
Pollard going to try the right side. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 30 base. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Spine. Let's go.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 37.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This is away, and it's a high kick. Hit pretty well.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Hayward. 28. 64. Wait. I smell fear in that offense.
Operating from the gun. Moon. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. From the gun, Moon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Moon. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Operating from the gun. Moon. Ebron with it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. To throw, Moon. It's hauled in by Shepard. Called out a very strong gain of 24. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
58, boys, 58.
Moon to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it's third and goal.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Moon. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, well, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Set 50, plant. Watch the slant. Ready.
Marino here from down around his goal line. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 97 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Moon. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. Here's Moon. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got room. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 10-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
down. 10-2 stop.
At the 11-yard line.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. So we got man. Go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Marino on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, offer a little extra